Hi, I'm Courtney. Today we're going to make ornaments using these wood discs. I ordered these online, but you can find them at craft stores and you could even make your own. I bought them pre-drilled so they're ready to go. We're going to start by painting our ornament. I'm just using acrylic paint, nothing too fancy. You can use chalk paint as well, metallic paint, as long as it adheres to the wood surface. These were bought, they're really nice and sanded, they're smooth, so we can get our vinyl to lay on them nicely. And then you just paint your surface. You wouldn't have to paint, you could use the natural wood color, but I'm choosing to paint mine. And I'm going almost to the edge, but not all the way. Then I like to leave them sit for a good half a day overnight, just to make sure they're good and dry, because if they're not dry, then you're going to have problems getting your vinyl to adhere. Now that our paint is dry, we are going to measure the painted area so we know how big to make our design in Design Space.
Now we're going to open Cricut Design Space and upload our SGV. Start by going to a new canvas, uploading our SGV file we're going to use on our ornament. I dragged it into the box. You can also browse to find it. Drag and drop usually works pretty good. I like to add tags. This helps if you are searching, if you have a larger library. And then hit upload. And then we are going to add it to our canvas. So we highlight the file, see the green box around there, and hit add to canvas. And this will import that SGV file onto our Cricut Design Space canvas. Now that our design is in the canvas, I'm going to change it to, we're going to use white. We're going to have to size it down. You can either lock this so the proportions stay the same, unlock it, you can drag it any which way. Not usually what you want to do. So I usually leave it locked. And this will drag it so it's proportional. And then you can drag it to the dimensions that you would like it to be. You can also put it in this box. Type in the exact dimension if you know what that is. And then hit make it. Before we hit make it, we want to make all these pieces stay together when we hit make it so that we don't have to puzzle it back together. So you can attach everything, and it attached it. And now when we go to make it, everything will be in that same exact spot. Otherwise, Cricut realigns things based on what they think is best for using the least amount of vinyl. After we hit make it, we want to make sure that everything looks correct, and being that I'm using heat transfer vinyl, we need to mirror. So we need to hit the mirror button, and that flipped the design around. And then you hit continue.
I'm actually going to use heat transfer vinyl. I know a lot of people like to use permanent. Both of these are from Heat Transfer Source. I got these in my scrap pack from Heat Transfer Source, and there's a lot of words on the design I'm going to use. So I'm going to go with this because I find it a little easier to weed. And then I'm going to use my small heat press to put the design on. We put our heat transfer vinyl on the mat, shiny side down. And get our design going. Before I unload, I turn on my Tweety light and double check to make sure that my vinyl has cut. Once I see that it has, I unload. If it doesn't cut, you can always hit the C button again and it will cut in the same exact spot. Now I am going to use my Tweety Lake to weed the vinyl. Now that our design is weeded, we can put it on our painted block. Because I used heat transfer, I always use a Teflon sheet. This is wood, so it's porous, but it's not as porous as a t-shirt. So just some light heat. You don't have to like push it down really hard, otherwise it will, the glue will come out the edge. So I just do it with a light heat, not a lot of pressure, just enough to get the glue to adhere to the wood. See if that was enough. See if we got everything. Peel it up. A little loose at the bottom, so I'm just gonna zap it again with the heat to get it to here at the bottom. Again, you don't want to do too much pressure because then you'll make the glue ooze out of the heat transfer vinyl. And now we have our ornament. Now we can add string and beads and bows, whatever you want to add to make them yours. Thank you for watching.
For 300 more craft tutorials, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and remember to hit that bell. Thanks, everyone.